Okay, canning corn again. Last year it caramelized, so this year we're doing it different. My friend did it, said it was very, very crispy and delicious still. So we're going that way. We're going to do a dry pack water bath, can it. First things first, shuck your corn. As you can see, I've already done that. Try to move as much of the silks as possible, but you know what? It's hard to do. So next job is to remove it from the husk. I can't think. Oh, the cob. There we go. That's the word. So just take it, run it all over the kitchen counters. Anyhow, I have a corn thingy that does that, but it doesn't do a very good job. So, knife in it, I am. Anyhow, you see how I'm doing it. Remove it, get the whole thing until I got it that looks like this. Which then this will be a byproduct of it because I will turn this into corn cob jelly later. For now, I'm removing a bunch of corn from there to get it jarred up. Okay, so I'm doing pint jars. So pint jars is half a teaspoon of salt. I've got canning and pickling salt here. You can use table salt if that's what you got. It's got iodine in it, so sometimes they say it makes your water cloudy, but guess what? We're not putting water in this one. Half teaspoon of salt. Get my funnel out here. Find my spoon again. And then I am literally just filling the jars. I'm going to fill them to about an inch or so of headspace. Okay, so with that, kind of just making sure, you know, it's all down there. Follow your jar lids, your jar bands, whatever these tops are here. I'm tired from canning already, but anyhow, start here. This is like an eighth. You go down, you get to a 1/4 inch. When you get all the way down to the bottom, you're right around a 1/2 inch to an inch or so. So I usually just take it down to this little lip right here. That's it. Fill it up to there. Wipe your tops. Now using that funnel there helps keep your tops clean, but still, I don't care how clean you think they are, you still need to wipe them. Wipe them up real good. If they're not wiped clean, then you will ruin your seal. Next, you place your lids and your bands. Let me get those ready. I didn't even get them out yet. Okay, these are Superb brand regular mouth lids because these are regular mouth jars. Been there, done that, messed it up. Not that big a deal. Just buy regular mouth if you buy regular mouth jars to reuse. So anyhow, Superb brand. You can see I dumped them. Anyhow, right here, you can see they got like a blue rubber gasket seal around them. And they actually say Superb on the top. It will set right on top my jar, right so. And then I'll put my band on it. Okay, here's your band. Put it on there, finger tight just right. Now if you over tighten them, it will buckle them. And I'm very, very bad about over tightening and buckling. It'll go from here into the canner. Alright, so anyhow, you can see I've got some in here already. This will hold about 9 pints. So I got 2, 4, 6. I got 3 more to fit in here, and then we'll put the lid on and get the canner going. Otherwise, I gotta finish my pint filling. Okay, so I got 9 pints in my canner here. Time to turn on the stove, put it on high, and then I put on the lid. You see the arrow here, and then let me get, there you go, the arrow here. You line the 2 arrows up, pointing to each other, and then this sits right on, and then you close it. And then I do nothing with the canner, sorry the oven's preheated, until this pops up. Once that pops up like that and stays up, that is when you know it's time to put the pressure gauge on. So until then, we just wait for it to heat up. It'll heat everything up together because again, it was a cold pack. It's cold water, cold canner, cold water, cold corn going into cold jars. So it's a cool pack process. So they're in here. Now we just wait for the whole thing to heat up. When that raises, we'll put the thing on, the jiggler gauge, And then it's 55 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure for my elevation. So that's pints. 80 minutes for quarts. So 55 minutes for a pint, which is what I have in here. That does not start until my dial gauge right here. Not my dial gauge, my jiggler gauge right here starts jiggling. That instance, I can't even talk today, at 10 pounds of pressure. So anyhow, now I just hurry up and wait for the next part. So you can see it jiggling, moving around back there. And you can see it spitting steam from the vent pipe here and back there. You're supposed to let it vent 10 minutes so that it gets all the pressure up inside, but guess what? I think it's venting now, so I don't do the extra 10-minute cycle. I ain't got time for that. And I don't really understand why I've never had an issue not doing it. I didn't even know you're supposed to do that till the past few years or so. You know, you see that spitting, and it just popped up. So now it's time to put the pressure gauge on, and you can see steam pouring out of the vent pipe. So now let's get the pressure gauge. Okay, so here is my jiggler weight. This equals 5 pounds. Adding one more ring to it makes it equal 10 pounds of pressure. It's not actually 10 pounds. It just goes right over top the vent pipe like so. And that's it. Once that starts jiggling, that's when the timer starts. Not until then. So it really just depends on how long it takes to build up the pressure in the pan for it to hit the 10 pounds to start jiggling that weight. So we'll come back to that when it's doing its jiggle. Okay, so it's the jiggling. That didn't take too terribly long at all. That's all it needs to do for the full 55 minutes. So if it gets crazy going fire, I just turn the heat down. Otherwise, set the timer 55. Oops. Drop my thing in here. And now, we don't do anything for 55 minutes. Except make sure it's always jiggling and it adjusts the heat accordingly. I just turned it down a smidge because it does not need to go any faster than that. Okay, so the timer's up. Turned it off. Next thing I do is remove it from the heat source. Normally I set it on a towel, but my kitchen is canning crazy, so I just moved it over a burner. So now I have to wait for this thing back here to drop down. When that drops down, that means the pressure's out of the pan, and I can open it and remove the jars then. So now I just hurry up and wait again. So this thing is down. You can see no pressure in the pan now. So you take the weight off, set it to the side, don't lose it. Do that sometimes. And then you open it. So take this and just twist it towards you. Always open it where the lid is away from you. Otherwise, you will burn yourself. Line up the two arrows there, and then just raise the lid up. So open it away. Oop. That's, oh, steam. See it? Oh, I blew its top off. What the heck? Well, that's a first for me. Yeah, it's down in there. Huh. That's crazy. Look at that. Didn't even move it. It just popped off. Okay, so with that in mind, let's pop these jars out of here. Okay, so this is my jar lifter. This is the round part that hooks on the jars. This is the handle. It's plastic. It's rolly. It's not grippy at all. It will slip. So reach down in here and pick up a jar like so. Just kind of get it underneath the lip there. And there you have it. Put it over here on towel to cool. Okay. Yeah, not too shabby. Still kind of pretty. Oh, that one's sealed. Here, ping. Okay, so anyhow, aside from this open one right here, I have no clue what that's about. These are all spaced in between them. That way, you know, that's for adequate airflow and even cooling down and all that. I have them sitting on a double towel here. That way, it prevents any kind of shock and doesn't shatter a jar. So, yeah, that's it. That's water bath canning, dry packed corn on the off the cob, I guess.